pardoned him. What he did to the people that trusted him is unforgivable, and he is dangerous. So anyway, a lot of people have come up with these questions, however. Questions like, they haven't recovered the bullet, he says it appears. I don't know if that's true or not. They haven't presented any video or photographic evidence of the alleged shooter with the gun. The alleged shooter did not confess to law enforcement. Well, let's say that they allegedly say they have a confession on Discord. But Discord disputes the FBI's claim that the shooter discussed any plans to assassinate Charlie Kirk. If true, they would have the data to back this up. TPUSA staff contaminated the crime scene and removed the camera sitting directly behind Charlie immediately after the shooting. We don't know where that footage is. And we have one person, remember the first day we were talking about this, we said, I didn't see him throw the rifle down that was there. And another person is saying, yeah, where is the stick? What he's saying is that he doesn't think that the rifle would fit in that bag that was thrown down.
Allegedly, we've caught this guy, all right? This Tyler Robinson. They're still sticking with, this was a bolt-action 30-06. We also have video of him that has been discovered of him running across the entire top from like the front to back or whatever it is of the Lucie Center from where this is supposed to have happened. And for those that don't understand, not that I'm a weapons expert, but a 30-06 does not break down. I mean, you can pull the bolt, you can clean it, you can pull the wood furniture off of it, yada, yada. But that's not a quick process. So we got video of him running across the building, going off the side of the building. He jumps down, and the only thing he has with him looks like a small backpack. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you something. Typical size on a 30-06 is 42 to 44 inches. Here's our 42 inches demo. I'm 5'11" for reference. Where was this at? I mean, you can't put it in your pant because you can't bend. And this piece of shit was hauling ass. If it was in your backpack, it'd be sticking up noticeable. Even if you put it under here, you still couldn't bend your leg. I'm not trying to start some kind of a conspiracy, but this dude did not have a 30-06 on his person when he is hauling ass across the top of the Lucie building, jumping down, and you can see his legs bending and all that. How did the weapon get from there to the woods?
Well, that's a good question. That's the kind of questions that when somebody, I could just see Kash Patel's expression because every time you see a picture of him, he's like a deer caught in the headlights. I could just see his expression. If somebody were to ask that question, he'd be like, ooh. But as some other people point out, you guys know these groups on Discord, Telegram, 4chan, etc., are crawling with feds and intel operatives, right? You remember the Whitmer Fednapping plot. If you wanted to sell a narrative and create a patsy, how might you do it? So you should question everything. I'm not jumping in on any of these things yet. I don't have my mind made up about anything. I would say if you wanted to cover up anything, you couldn't do better than Kash Patel and Dan Bongino who are out there. They will say whatever you tell them to say, as we've already seen. So it is kind of interesting. What do you guys think about that? That was our first comment when I looked at it. It's like, I don't see that guy with a gun, you know?
It's interesting. I don't know enough about rifles, but people make all kinds of replacement stocks for all kinds of different guns. And from what I've seen, at least if the picture of what I've seen is the actual rifle is used, he did not have a wood stock on it. He had replaced the stock. So maybe he's got one where it's easier and quicker to break down. Maybe someone makes something like that.
Yeah.
It's possible. It is interesting. But yeah, the Mauser 30-06s are generally large guns, and the Mauser is no exception. So if he is right, it doesn't seem to fit in there, but also maybe he has a cut down version of it for.
Well, then the other question is, why would he, when time is of the essence, Why would he break it down, stick it in a bag, and then run into the woods and reassemble it and leave it there for them? That was the first thing to me, besides the where's the stick thing, is like, why would he do that? It just didn't make any sense. What do you think, Lance?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Well, that is a question mark. It certainly is.